Sneezing, coughing, you got those itchy eyes. Yeah, me too. With the high wind that we've been seeing lately, along with just, springtime here in New Mexico, allergies have taken hold of a lot of us.
In tonight's Healthy Living segment, Chris Ramirez from UNM Health breaks down the New Mexico Allergy Survival Guide.
Trees are in bloom, the shades of dusty brown are turning to colors of life. It is spring in New Mexico. And that means our air is full of tiny allergens attacking your eyes, throat, and nose. UNM Hospital allergy specialist Dr. Osman Dokmechi has tips to survive the season, starting with know what you are allergic to so that you can try to avoid your allergen.
First thing that you should see is to get an allergy test done by a board-certified allergist. So that would define what you are allergic.
If you have indoor allergies like dust mites, Dr. Dokmechi advises changing your bed linens, including pillowcases, at least once a week.
If you are allergic to dust mites, these are the things you can do. In addition, you can use dust mite-proof beddings. Another thing people don't consider is that feather is an allergen.
Your four-legged babies should not sleep in your bed. And speaking of pets, you should bathe them often to help get dust and pollen out of their fur. And Dr. Dokmechi advises no humidifiers.
So humidifier is a no-no.
Humidifiers promote mold growth, another common allergen, and they circulate air that is already full of dust particles. For outdoor allergy sufferers, Dr. Dokmechi advises showering every night before bed and washing your hair. That helps to rinse away all the pollen, grasses, and dander that you may have collected throughout the day. Consider using a saline nasal rinse every day, and think about how to block air from the outside entering your home.
In a heavy pollen time, there's going to be pollens coming from outdoor to indoors through your air conditioning system. The best way to deal with them is to put a HEPA filter in your air conditioning system.
And to protect the air in your vehicle, hit the recirculate button on your AC to block that outside air from entering. The sounds of spring don't have to be this. Finding an allergist is finding relief.
It's the cutest sneeze ever. We've got Dr. Kelsey Aragon with us, who teaches allergy medications at the UNM College of Pharmacy. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
It is so timely. I mean, just in the KOB newsroom. Yeah. Everybody is suffering from allergies at this point. We haven't talked treatments or medications. I mean, you go into any pharmacy these days, they got a whole aisle of allergy medications. So how do you figure out which one maybe is the best for you or your family?
I think the number one step that we should be taking is talking to your pharmacist. So every single pharmacy has a pharmacist there that wants to help and has access to the medications that you take. If there's any interactions, that's always going to be the best number one stop. But if they're not open, if for whatever reason you're not at a pharmacy that usually fills your maintenance medications or you're not on any, then I think going for the single tablet regimens, which basically one tablet once a day, things like Zyrtec or Allegra are great options. Claritin. The other options that work really great are the nasal sprays. So like Flonase works really, really well. Nasacort.
Yes, I've been there.
Yes, they help so much with so many of the symptoms that we have on a daily basis.
So with everybody suffering from allergies, and then in the post-COVID world we live in, nobody knows, is it allergies? Do I have COVID? Do I have a cold? How can you kind of differentiate the symptoms to know this is just allergies for me?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great question. Sneezing, as we saw in that video, is a huge indicator that it might be allergies. And so I think that's a big one. But also, colds usually get better after 10 to 14 days. And so if you're starting to get better, that's great. Other things are to think about when it started. So were you outside gardening, or were you watching KOB News and you realized it was going to be windy that day and all of a sudden you start sneezing and having symptoms? It's probably allergies.
Nice plug for our weather department, by the way.
You're welcome. It's going to just be breezy next week. So
there you go. We got about 15-20 seconds left.
Yeah.
Who could benefit the most maybe from allergy shots?
So you've tried all of the allergy medications over the counter, you've taken them every day, just like your pharmacist said, and you're still having allergies. It might be time to get an appointment.
Great. Wow, I've learned so much in 2 minutes here. Thank you so much, Dr. Kelsey Aragon.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We'll bring you back anytime when we're not sneezing and coughing.
Yes.
Trevor?